Hello, welcome to our program, The Foundation, attending the University of Reality on Teachers TV, Uganda. Thank you for following our Facebook page of Teachers in Need and for all your comments and for inviting your friends. Yes, may God bless you. We are still continuing with division. So many of our learners confuse division with subtraction. And you find that when a learner is given this number, 8 divided by 2, so many of them have seen them. The child will put 6. Simply because they mastered the subtraction but not the division. Now this is our responsibility as teachers. While teaching them, we should emphasize that these dots are not a mistake. They are not a mistake. They mean something. And what do they mean? One dot means that there is a number here, there is a numerator and a denominator. There is a numerator and a denominator. There is a number up and the number down. So it's like saying 8 divided by 2. So that is the meaning of this. There is one number up and one number down. So the moment our learners master that, they will easily understand the concept of division. And if they don't, it will give them a lot of hard time. And also others, they don't understand this. Simply because assume it is 8 and this is 2. So we should tell them 3 things. That always this one is called the dividend, this one is called the divisor, and this one, the answer which we get, it is called the quotient. So if our learners master that, they will easily understand the concept of division. Kindly, don't go away. In our next video or in our next lesson, we are going to teach you or to show you how you can teach without a blackboard. How you can teach division without a blackboard, and we are starting with basic division. Then from there, we shall go to the long division. Thank you very much. Kindly continue subscribing and liking our page, following our YouTube channel. And today we are going to take you through how we can teach our learners how to divide without having a blackboard, but making things practical. Just using this for proving. And this is what they call competence-based learning. And that's why we are not in class, but we are outside. So you can also decide to take your classroom outside so that children can get the reality and the nature as they learn. Thank you very much. And we are going to look at, starting with one thing. Basically, we give them the objects without telling them you are dividing this by this. Then after they dividing, their activity is to tell us which number they divided and what is the outcome. At the end of the day, you will be giving them the opportunity to own division. And also this, put this into consideration. Always we should tell them that in division, division simply means sharing. And in sharing, we share things equally. If we are giving 2, 2, 2, let each person get 2, 2, 2, 2. If one remains, don't give it to your friend. Let that one remain with you, that one is sharing, and that one, we call it in division, the remainder. So we are starting. As shown, we have 3 students. 1, Paul, Joshua, and Samuel. And then we call maybe Amos or Abdu to come in front, and we have 3 bands. And we tell them, kindly up Amos or Abdu, share the bands among the 3 students. And that is what they call, divide them equally. So, he can't come, if he comes, he can't say 1, 2, 3. This one will start complaining and crying. So in order for him to be just and fair, he should give each person his share. So he will start by saying whether the person abused him or her that day, they won't mind about that. They will give this one 1, Paul, Samuel 1, then Joshua 1. Now from there, what is their activity? Their activity is to write down the number in the book, so that in order for them at least to understand. Gone are the days whereby we write things on the blackboard which they don't understand, but this time they do things practically and then they write it. Now a child will come and say, yes, not the same, but another child can come and say, teacher, yes, we had 3 bands and we divided them among 3 boys. And how many did each boy get? 1. I promise you, those children will never forget division, simply because you have done it practically with them. Thank you. Now, that is lesson 1. Another lesson, we might say, this time, no bands, but something else. And this time, they are for students. And what do we have this time? We are having our daddies. Yes. And we have our daddies. Maybe this is Mary, Martha, Mercy, and maybe Aisha. Then we don't know how many daddies we have. Then this will start taking 1, 1, 1. For the time, let me rush. Then 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. As each person is getting, others in the class, they are repeating 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. It is sinking in their minds and in their brain. 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. 5, 5, 5, 5. 6, 6, 6, 6. 7, 7, 7, 7. 8, 8, 8, 8. Remember, while doing this, it shouldn't be you as a teacher to do it. Kindly allow your learners to engage in all the activities. For you, your role is to supervise and monitor. Thank you. 9, 9, 9, 9. 10, 10, 10, 10. 11, 11, 11, 11. Now, it simply means that each has got 11, but I still have 3. Then I'll say 1, 12, 12, 12. Now, if you observe, one hasn't got, yet we say in sharing or division, we should share things equally. Then they say, teacher, no, they are not equal. This one has not got. Martha has not got. So what happens? We say kindly, Martha, give us 1, Aisha, give us 1, and Mary, give us 1. So it simply means each will be having 11, 11, 11, 11. Then they say, now the one who I shared will say, teacher, okay, let me eat these ones. Tell them no, you are not eating them for accountability. This one accounted as the remainder. And then give them the assignment to write that equation. When they come to write it, it will be like this. They count, they first, in order to write it, that's why in division and multiplication, mainly in division, there is also addition. Then we first count how many are they. If here we have 11, 11, 11, and 11, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of time, we shall be having 44. But are they 44? We also have our remainder, 44 plus 3. That is 47. It will be 47. Then we divided them by or among 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 students. And how many has each got? Each has got 11. We remain with the remainder of 3. Are we together? Now, if you multiply this 11 times 4, you'll get 44. And if you add the 3, you'll get 47. Meaning it will take you back here to the dividend. This is our quotient, this is our divisor, and this is our remainder. Thank you very much. Now, in our next lesson, we are still continuing. At least all that our major objective is to see that they master. Are they mastering? Are they mastering? So that's upon you to decide. Finally, we are looking at us before going to the finals or the final activity. Then we have our 3 students again. And this time we have biscuits. Then we are going to share them equally. We shall start. We don't know how many biscuits do we have. 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, and 4. They're over. Now it simply means each has got 4 biscuits. So, what does it mean? Tell them, ask them, how many biscuits were there all together? Now what they will do, they will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now there are 12 biscuits. 12 biscuits. And you are dividing them by how many learners? 1, 2, 3. 3. And how many has each got? Each has got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4 simply means that this is what each has got, and it is our quotient. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And in our final session, at least we would like to share with you something which is small, very small. As a parent, kindly try to do this at home. Try to teach your children using this methodology. They will learn how to divide, and division is one of the hardest multiplication symbol, which disturbs most of them, or sign. And at the end of the day, there is no hard subject if there is proper practice by a prepared teacher. That one we believe. And as a parent, you have a role to play. Oh, we also have something remaining. And we have something remaining in our final activity. As I take away these ones, the reason why we do all this is not because we want to waste your time, but we are giving you a pool of activities that can support you as a teacher, as a parent, to be the teacher at home, to be that good teacher to our learners. Now, our final one is, let me first even wrap our blackboard or our slates. We have sugarcane. Most of you believe that it's just a eat. Yes, it's a fruit, but you can also use it as a learning aid. We don't know how many are in this basket or in this slope pail. I don't know how they call it, but let us try to give them a man. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, 4, 4. And in my basket, or in here in my container, I have nothing left. Now they start saying, teacher, oh, this one is not crying, teacher, for me, I have not got the 4th one. Now at the moment this one starts crying, we say, oh, a moment, forgive us. We take this one, we take this one, we take this one. Sorry, not that one. It was falling. We take this one, and we take this one for sanity and equality. So it simply means that each would have taken 3. So how many are they all together? All together, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These ones are 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And finally, when they are writing, they will write that 19 divided by 4. Sorry, 5. Which will give us 3 remainder 4. Now, if you multiply this times this, you get 15. And if you add plus this 4, you are going to get 19. So are you seeing how multiplication is the opposite of division? Thank you very much for watching. I'm Teacher Peter. Kindly keep following our Facebook page of Teachers in Need, our YouTube channel of